Good morning, dear ladies and gentlemen. You are all welcome to our program, Special People of Cyprus. And today I am really glad to introduce you Ms. Fatoş Mertekci. Ms. Fatoş is the principal of American College Preparatory School, and we are really glad to welcome you in our today's program, Special People of Cyprus.
Thank you for having me in your program.
You're welcome. Fatoş Hanım, our first question will be about you and about Cyprus. We are really interested to know what brought you to Cyprus.
I came to Cyprus in 2008.
All right.
The real reason why I came here was my children. I have a 17-year-old son and a 14-year-old daughter. They're the real reasons why I came to Cyprus. I believed for better environment, better family-oriented atmospheres, and better education. And I believe I've done the right thing.
And what about American College goals and purposes? What are the missions that you value the most, and what are the goals that you want to achieve here?
The main goals that I would like to achieve, I believe that the prep school at GAU, we have a good grounding, a good background. I believe that children, when they do graduate from the prep school, they graduate with speaking English as their first language. We have many international students here, but sometimes the pronunciation of the children, but here, due to the international teachers, our students also graduate learning the English language, not just pronunciation but grammar too, and also having the knowledge of the world, as it's not just sort of based on the English curriculum, also knowing the history of Cyprus, knowing the history of other countries too. The goals, as the head of prep school, we would like to still carry on this way, and I actually want to bring out gifted and talented students more, which nowadays it's not all about just academic. We have many gifted and talented students around the sports area, activities. This is also part of education.
Yeah, surely. And from which countries do your international students come from?
At present, we have around 55 international students.
Well, that's a great number.
Yes, mainly from Russia. We have Iranian students. We have children from England, Germany. We have many international.
How they cope with Turkish language, because I think it is a very tough language for them to learn.
What we do for international students with non-Turkish speakers, we have beginners class. Okay. So we start with the very basic Turkish, just like the very basic English when we start. So and then we'll see. But Turkish is an easy language. So we have children that really pick up quite quickly.
Yeah, and childhood is a good time to learn many
definitely.
languages.
I always say children are like sponges. Whatever you throw at them, they will pick it up. Yeah. It's like a sponge. How much you wet it just soaks it all in.
Yes. And so your children at your school really brought up to be multilingual, right? So they speak many languages. Apart from English language, what are the languages that you teach them?
Okay, well, the other language we teach our students is French. So English will be the first language, and then Turkish will be the second language, and the French will be the third language.
That's great.
Yes.
It's known that French is a very tough language to learn and to teach. So maybe you can share with us some teaching strategies that you apply in relation to French language.
Yes, our French teachers, the way they are teaching French, due to being the third language, they teach being more active lessons, project-based lessons. What this means is the teachers, we have interactive whiteboards in our classrooms, so they sort of combine and listening and speaking languages, which is very active, so all the children take part actively, and also the books that we use. We always sort of encourage children to use websites at home, along how we say in English, or Turkish, use a dictionary. Again, in French, we would say use a French-English dictionary to combine all this. But we have had actually good results with children, and because it's the third language, some children really find it, a good experience, and they are more happy because it's the third language that they're learning. So I have students come in to the office and start counting to me in French, which is amazing. Yes.
Yeah, I've heard that it's such a lively and lovely atmosphere here in preparatory school, and before this conversation we were strolling around and children were running around and they were so happy, so active, and they all speak English and Turkish. Many of them are bilingual, and now we know that some of them speak French as well, so that's just great.
Yes, it is.
Well, we would like also to know about maybe psychological aspect of education. It's a very responsible decision for the parents to give their children to certain schools. So, why would you decide? What do you think? Why would parents give their children to your school? What are the advantages that your school may give to them?
Okay. First of all, as a prep school, the main importance is our students attending being happy. A happy child is always a successful child.
Yes.
Again, it doesn't mean that they will be successful academically, but they will shine somewhere around the curriculum. The main, GAU is a big family, and again, we believe that at the prep school we are family, very united. First, our children's happiness, safety, in every way. So we, as teachers, ensure that this is the priority on our list. So children and parents do feel welcome when they come to prep school.
That's great. And do you think that safety is also the reason when people come to Cyprus and they want to keep their countries and they come to this island in order to have better life and better conditions to bring up their children?
Definitely. I'm sure, just like myself, I'm sure many parents have thought or are thinking the way I thought at the time, because it is more safe.
Have you encountered some life examples of that? Like, are there some international students that came directly because of some family issues, and have they been solved here?
Yes, we have had that's come to our attention when parents do share with us, the issues that they've had back in their own home country, and assuring these parents that we're here to support them and to teach their child the best possible way. And I've had good feedbacks from parents that they are happy, and it's not just as soon as they come, it's throughout. As while they are with us, we'll make sure that we support them in every way, best possible way we can. Yes, very important.
Do you get support from other institutions? Because it's known that we may say that preparatory school is maybe like a child of caring parents, a child within the big family, which is Girne American University, very well-established, solid institution. So what can you say about this cooperation, probably? Do you have a kind of support or creative cooperation with this institution?
We have the university helping and supporting us in every way. If we have sort of any parents that have come to us, which we can refer them to the university, the counselling department, the nursing department. We have health centre, which again, we could introduce to our parents, and they will support us in every way.
Well, now I'd like to ask you maybe more personal question. We've spoken a lot about your professional life. When you were a child, what was the dream of your childhood? Can you share this with the Cyprus Observer readers? And probably that was the reason why you chose such a career, such a profession.
Yes. As a child, I always wanted to become a teacher.
All right.
I'm sure most children sort of make out that there are children in front of them. In my time, we had blackboards with chalk. So I would also get my, sister, my brother, or my cousin to sit down, and I would be the teacher and write sort of on the blackboard and get them to write. And then I'm glad that today I am the teacher that I always wanted to be.
Yeah.
Parents are also teachers. They're teaching their children how to become good citizens. Parents are teaching their children the best possible way, manners, as well as us. Us teachers also influence students in this way. But, teachers, we always look at teachers in a different way. They're like our lifesavers. That's how when I was a child, that's how I looked at my teachers. Always respected them, always thought that they would be my lifesaver.
What to your mind makes children happy? Like you, when you were a child, what made you happy?
What made me happy when I was a child? It was, in our time, it was more different.
Right.
We had sort of more outdoor play. Because I sort of I was brought up I was born and brought up in England. It was more sort of freely, more I could sort of go out and play more. In our times, we didn't have so much sitting down and playing on the tablets or on the phones. And it was reading more, which that influenced me a lot, because I like reading and I read a lot of books. And a happy child, I think, being able to express my feelings in every way.
Probably some creative activities are very important as well for the children.
Definitely. Creative in, it's not just sort of drawing. Again, sport-wise, being creative, and I loved sport. I love sort of craft, model making. I enjoyed, and I believe again nowadays children, we do as a school, and I do believe we do as a school, influence children more, because that's where they are gifted and talented. As I said, it's not always academically. We need to look at these students that being good creative, because nowadays you might not see a lot of creative students.
That's true.
This is really important for us to bring out this and make it more obvious that children can be creative and talented in every way.
Yes, it is, like to unfold that creative potential within every person.
Definitely. And then when a child does do something successfully, this could be artwork, this could be PE, they could be running for their school. This also makes a child happy.
Yes, it is. Well, it's great that you create such a nice environment for children to develop, and as you mentioned, creativity is very important. And being happy.
I mean, I believe the teachers that we have at the prep school, because they are international teachers, they do sort of look at different types of children and bring these children out more forward in every way.
Well, that's great. Thank you for such an inspiring conversation.
Thank you.
Dear Cyprus Observer readers and viewers, once again, my name is Talia Havizo, and that has been Cyprus Observer special program about guests, about citizens of our marvelous island, Cyprus. And today we had a program with Fatoş Mertekci, who is the head of American Preparatory School, American College. Thank you very much for this lively conversation.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. We were very glad to meet you.
Thank you.